Have you ever wanted to smash together the innards of a console and a PC into one chassis? No? Me neither. But despite the fact that no one was really asking for this, Origin PC and Corsair went ahead and did it anyway. The Big O is now a real product that people can buy today. But instead of the 4-system behemoth that Origin sent to Unbox Therapy last year, this version combines a gaming PC with either a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One S starting at $2,500. And while I was just making fun of the idea, the way that they built this thing is actually kind of cool. And the more I thought about it, the more I could see someone actually wanting this thing. And if you want to remotely manage your devices, you should check out our sponsor. All of our CES 2020 coverage is powered by Pulseway, the software that lets you do work without you being at work. That's crazy. Create your free account today and save 20% on their Teams plan at the link below. So Origin actually showed off the original Big O back in 2010 that featured a gaming PC paired with a liquid-cooled Xbox 360 Slim. But the one they sent to Lou had a PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and a gaming PC all in one giant Mondo case. It was really just a concept piece, something to send to influencers so they can go, whoa, it's pretty cool. But the guys from Origin told us here at CES that they actually had a ton of people asking them to make a more consumer-friendly Big O. So instead of 4 gaming systems in one build, they've settled on 2, which is much more reasonable. Just like the prices for our merch at lttstore.com. To make this work, Origin had to modify the Corsair 280X Micro ATX chassis so that the console motherboard could mount to the other side of the case's dual-chamber design. They also replaced the console's original air cooling system with a Corsair liquid cooler to match the one on the gaming PC side. That's not going to give you a boost in performance or anything, but Origin does say that it could make it quieter than a console, or than a non-modified console. Other than that, the console components have been largely left untouched, although you can upgrade from the default hard drive up to a 2TB SSD. And of course, doing all of that breaks the manufacturer's warranty, but Origin says they're putting their own warranty on the system, so don't you worry. Now, your console options here are limited to the PS4 Pro or the Xbox One S All Digital Edition. Origin says that they would have used the 4K capable Xbox One X instead, but apparently its software requires an optical drive to be installed. So they went with the lower powered One S. Microsoft, do you know what year it is? But if you do go with the Xbox version, at least the final price tag will be about $150 cheaper. On the PC side, the base configuration is an Intel Core i5-9600K or Ryzen 5 3600, 16GB of RAM, a GeForce GTX 1660 Super, and a 240GB SSD, but all of that is upgradable. But what's that thing there? An Elgato 4K 60 Pro? Yes, that's correct. So this is where this machine starts to make a little more sense than if it were just a console duct taped to a PC. The capture card, which you can add to the system for another $500, yeesh, not only enables streamers to capture their console gameplay and easily edit on their PC without the wires and doohickeys that might normally entail, but it also means you don't need a separate display for the PC and the console, since you can play console games through the Elgato capture software. Yeah, sure, it's not a problem that many people have, but who said solutions needed problems in the first place? Don't think about it too much. Origin is billing the Big O as the ultimate entertainment and content creation machine, so it might make sense for a streamer who wants to also play a lot of console exclusives, or maybe do direct comparisons between console and PC versions of games? I don't know. Like I said, the audience for this thing is going to be pretty small. And then there's also the fact that Sony and Microsoft are releasing the PS5 and the Xbox Series X later this very same year. So buying current gen console hardware that will be out of date in a very short time it's your money. You can do what you want. Although Origin is planning on making new versions of the Big O with the new consoles when those launch. Now, I really don't think Origin is planning on selling a truckload of these. They're making the Big O for the same reason we ended up doing this video on it. It's kind of cool. Oh no, I'm that influencer I was talking about. But seeing wacky, out there tech that doesn't really make a ton of sense is kind of what CES is all about. Plus, if you get a SCUF gaming controller along with the system, you'll now have representatives of the entire Corsair family, Origin, Elgato, and SCUF. So, if nothing else, this PC gives you a chance to catch them all. Speaking of, oh, just a second. What in the world is Linus doing with the server?
Nothing. I haven't done anything. Besides, you can just monitor all this yourself on your phone. You got Pulseway. Pulseway helps you scan, install, and update all your systems on the go by sending commands from any mobile device. It's compatible with Mac, Windows, and of course, Linux. So what are you guys waiting for? Try Pulseway for free and get 20% off their Teams plan through the link in the video description.
Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. That's it for this video. Stay tuned for more CES 2020 coverage. I have to go because it is kind of cold and getting dark and I'm scared.